Agreed. Alright. Just doing stuff in the background. What's this update called again? Storm's coming. Storm's coming.
Oh shit, guys, a storm coming, gotta go. No, it's like a storm warning.
A storm warning.
Oh,
Hey, well,
shit, there's a
GG, bro,
storm
I see you.
coming, gotta go.
That's every time I see the title, that's what I think of. We were talking about it yesterday. Storm's coming. Oh, hold up, they're back. There you go. Classic start to the Russian stream. There we go. Schluzi.
Like sometimes I just look at his eyes and he looks like so dazzled.
Oh, good. I see our boy BVD. Classic grey shirt.
Yeah.
They are definitely ready for Christmas, these two.
They're not authorized. It's like it's the most plain clothes that you can buy.
I know, they're just...
It's the Christmas period. Hi, we're pretty happy about Christmas coming.
Happy holidays.
Happy. No, Merry Christmas, you pagan fuck.
War Thunder.
Значит, у нас грядет новое глобальное масштабное обновление, и значит сейчас мы посмотрим на его новинки.
Hello there, Stalker NPCs.
Первых уст пишет, покажет Слава. Спасибо тебе большое. Переключаемся сразу на игру. Вот так вот. Пишите потихонечку.
Oh shit. It's starting off with this. Surprising. Then again, Russia's not really getting anything crazy this update, right? Apart from the SU-33.
Yeah, but that one didn't look as crazy as well. Well, what do you think of that for 13.0? That one is gonna be like pretty strong.
The issue is the no active radar homing shit, right?
Yeah, but the ER was pretty strong back in the day, quote unquote.
It still should be fine. It's just it's the problem with the whole, like, okay, well, now this vehicle is like a step below everything else. Like, so...
so it just feels like pretty tame compared to other ones.
Yeah, like if you have a look at the SU-27 is kind of in the same issue with it. Where, like, now that it's still in the top tier matchmaking, it doesn't have the best missiles or the best radar, so it's gonna get shit on. So... You know,
and
it's
kind of those situations that if you were to play like 13.0 exactly, or like 12.7 or 13.3, it would be fine. But if you get into those full up tiers into 13.7, it would be like you're gonna be outgunned.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like with those types of vehicles, eventually they'll get out of the top tier matchmaking, right? And then they'll be really good.
Yeah. Whoop. Sorry, something. Sorry, I was getting a call in the phone, but it was just a message.
Oh, we've lost Blondie.
He went to the bathroom.
Oh.
Like, hopefully thankfully they don't have anything like sensible or because they have shown their
they showed their names.
What is that, like a task manager or something?
Well,
like twice already.
That's Windows 11.
Шведская БМП, новая модификация. Отличие пушка 30.
Yeah, we've lost Blondie. He's been taken down.
И противотанковые управляемые ракеты Spike. Давайте заодно сразу пойдем. В пробный выезд сходим.
Yeah, it's time to grind the R2Y2. Get them done. No messing.
Такая вот машинка прикольная, с командирским прицелом.
What do I think of the Squadron SU-33? It's fine. Like, it's basically exactly the same as what is already there, right? So, it'll be okay. It's another vehicle, you're just gonna have to wait a year for it to be usable. But that's like any type of vehicle like that, so...
В модификации. Ну, пока мы здесь, давайте заодно покажем новые такие небольшие доработки по возможности настройки кастомизации.
Yeah, Blondie had a storm coming.
Мы их продолжаем дорабатывать.
At least we didn't hear like the.
See, that it's probably good we don't do like official shit because we would just do stuff like that. So do you know about the Cyrax memes?
Where he just cheats himself on stream. Like he has to make it sound that there's a storm outside.
Параметр самой сетки, вот можно вот...
Oh, God, man.
Well, at least you won't be putting like a straight face to some of the more busted mechanics in the game, like saying like, "Whoa, guys, can you believe this?"
Yeah, we'll have a look at the we'll have a look at the changes to the sites on the dev server. Oh, he's gone again. Oh, stop doing that. Close
Cross
it.
out December something. It's
Yeah, exactly. Stop showing that shit.
Like a trailer.
That's the problem with Windows 11, by the way. You can't hide that shit. It's really annoying.
I see.
Like, I have it on my PC, and I found a workaround, but it's still just stupid.
So when does it happen? When you tab out or something like that?
It's when you hit the Windows key. But they really shouldn't be showing that. Blondie, no.
Так, дальше.
And he just leaves going, show the orbicals. Oh, there he is.
Up goes the weasel.
По той карточке профиля, которую мы добавили, то есть там какая-то информация, люди хотели ее, новую информацию видеть, и старую, которая есть, которая была в старом варианте карточки. Вот теперь мы в профиль, мы его продолжаем работать, добавляем.
Yeah, this disappoints me.
This one was the most disappointing one, I would say.
Why are they putting it? Why are they making it so you're changing the middle tab? What about? There's so much empty space.
It's because they want to compress. They just want to compress the information so that everything is on different tabs. That's what they said on that Q&A. Because they don't want it to be overwhelming, quote unquote. As if it is like some kind of like complex information.
Yeah. Now it just looks like a mobile game. Like, we've got to stop going towards the... Not everything has to be simplistic. Like, it's like all of the rebrands of all these companies. Like I don't know, did you see the Jaguar? Yeah, did you see the Jaguar rebrand?
That Jaguar rebranding.
Jesus.
Yeah, the Jaguar rebranding was trash.
So bad.
It's crazy that they also get like millions and millions of dollars to just do like all of that.
Yeah.
That rebranding, and sometimes you just change the font of the letters to like Arial or something.
Ski top. Hey Tommy, nice to see you.
You know, the Euro Typhoon and the Rafale look pretty similar, but which one do you like best?
In terms of just looks?
Yeah,
the Typhoon, personally.
The Typhoon?
It's a little bit more slight, a little bit less thick.
I'm leaning more Rafale.
The other problem... Well, the other problem for me is I grew up with the Typhoon, right? Like, that was the...
What's the plane of your generation?
Exactly, yeah. Like, it was the one that was always in the news, intercepting random Russian bomber.
Russian bombers.
Which turns up every year. The Eurofighter is too square. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a look at the radars on these things, because they should be pretty beastie. Nice feet from that dude, though. That's some French legs.
The thing is pretty cramped.
Yeah.
This one is pretty odd. Like, even if it has all of that modern display and whatnot, like, it just looks so compressed in there.
Is the average height of French people, like, lower than the rest of Europe or something?
Shit, man. No, I don't think so.
5'9" is France. So yeah, French people on average shorter than British people and shorter than the Dutch. So sad.
Well, if we go by average, everybody's just shorter than the Dutch. Aren't those guys like the tallest ones in Europe?
Yeah, they're like the only nation where like the average is 6 foot.
No, it's like, yeah, like 190 or something. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, they have to grow tall to get above the sea. That was always the meme.
And when the country gets flooded, they have to at least stick their necks out of the water.
Exactly, yeah.
Like an ostrich. Like a cigüeña.
It's all the pancakes they
eat. So that's surströmming that they
so strawberry.
just rotten fish with onions. Oh, a modern delicatessen.
The Northern Europeans are on some shit. Like, it's just wild up there.
Man, like when you talk about that shit, I still can't believe it. Like that one just sounds disgusting.
Did I ever tell you about the whale blubber?
What is that?
So in Iceland, there's like this coming of age thing that some people do where they eat rotten whale blubber, which is like whale fat. You just like eat it, and it's supposed to make you a man. So there you go.
Shit. But is it still done nowadays? Because those guys are all like
I don't know if it's still
environment and
done.
shit. I don't think they're whaling anymore.
It's more of just an old tradition, but it's just disgusting.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely disgraceful, man.
It's like if you just go kill a pig and you start drinking its blood or something, or eat its insides. Like shit, man.
Just remember, guys, when it comes to these loadouts, they're not finals. Like they, especially with stuff like these, they'll be changing before they come out. Sorry, my bad.
Хотя, возможно, это бы я показал бы на примере как раз Тайфуна. Давайте, потому что там хочется показать еще индикацию это, а тут мы просто в пробный вылет сходим.
When's the dev server? It hasn't been confirmed, but usually today. So don't worry, we'll keep you updated. There it is, baby.
Все покажем, да.
The beautiful Rafale. I want to try and make it so everybody calls it the Raphael, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I just call it Rafale, man. I don't give a fuck. I just call it Rafale. I've been told that it's just called in so many different ways that it's just as it's written, as it goes.
It's just a tough word for me to say. I don't know.
What is its? Do you know that its proper name? Like, do you know its?
I'm guessing it's just Rafale or Rafale.
It's like a Raphael. I think it is closer to what you are saying, like Raphael.
Да, будет в том числе и обновление. По большей части обновлений.
Well, I call the Abrams a different name too.
Да, и в самолетах тоже.
Yeah, you call it the Wanwanicus.
Показать уже из этого.
I call it the Worsosorio.
You're a fierce Brazilian nationalist, armor, like militarist.
Come to Brazil.
Come to Brazil, not you out.
Дальность, вот вы видите здесь, да, дальность до цели. А вот это вот снизу, это высота цели, но если быть точнее, это...
It's Raphael, it's Kryptonian. Yeah, Raphael is the closest. But that's why I say it like that. But it's not the same. And I know there's just... France is one of those countries that, depending on where you go, they all have wildly different accents.
And it's all of those languages, right? It's like when it doesn't matter how hard you try, you're still gonna get one cunt that is gonna tell you, no, that's not how you're supposed to say. That's why I just stop caring about that crap. Like you have seen it the most when you had like all of that German bullshit or the Israelis.
Oh my god,
the Israeli
one was the most.
Yeah, with the Israeli
Jesus, man.
Think about some of the most irrelevant languages on earth, and then you were like, oh no, we have to put all of this effort into we have to put all of that effort into pronouncing it correctly. Yeah.
So he's just showing how the new missiles work with the Raphael, which is it's the same as the other stuff.
At least they buck down into a different kind of beagle instead of some Russian shit.
Yeah.
Pretty surprising.
Well, what are they gonna show on the Su-33? Hey guys.
Oh yeah, like an Air-27.
Yeah, here's the missiles that you've seen for at least a year now. Well, maybe like the radar's different. They did say it had a powerful one, but I don't know.
I feel like it's gonna be really similar to a 27 one.
Well, the vehicle came out like 10 years before the Su-34, so I don't know what powerful radar it has. You know.
I feel like it's gonna be more direct to the normal Su-27, like the first one.
Yeah.
Да, у нас была в планах, в работе, да, потому что в Китае
Рабочий, да.
машины вот с такой, с башней, с цилиндрической, вот этой, с рамкой.
Nice. So happy our boy finally got its update. What we like. No more T-26 oppression.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Oh, and then the HQ-17. So if you missed it earlier in the English stream, they showed a new mechanic for CAS. So after BVD did that Q&A and talked about how CAS is incredibly broken and how it, you know, the balance between them is no good. They just debuted a way where a squad mate can mark on the map for you a laser designated point. So they could just do it, and then you don't even have to be anywhere near the battlefield to fire it off. So, good luck, Godspeed, all of you guys.
And then the one that this idiot mentioned afterwards, like, was it in relation to that mechanic? Like when he said, like, oh,
Yes.
so before you go, oh, sorry, what's in that one? Okay.
Yeah, where he was like, I don't know where the spawns are on all the maps.
I don't know where the spawns are or something. Yeah. One of the only limiting factors of these planes, that sometimes you need like the battlefield intelligence, and now you don't even need
it. Also, if you're playing top tier, you should know what maps look like. Come on.
Well, you would say so, right? You would dare to say so.
Can I use the spotlight? I hope so.
They're really hyping this big lab. I think it's gonna be completely irrelevant, same as the Torque was when it first came out.
Oh look, it's another vehicle where the missile doesn't follow the center of the screen. That is, by the way, that is the reason why the Roland and the Flak Panzer are crap, because it over.
Oh, that's because the missiles just got completely mutilated. Yeah. They can't even do it.
And they overcorrect like crazy.
So just a brick.
Don't expect anything from that machine apart from it dying. It looks really nice though. So big ups.
Yeah.
It looked nice when it explodes. I hope it has a nice destruction model.
Oh wow. But it has such a cool firing animation. Like, have you seen when the missile goes like it just gets out of launcher and does.
It was funny how they made that like a part of the trailer. It's as if like we've just decided the updated damage model for the York.
Oh.
Is that what that is?
I think it's extra components, yeah.
Nice. But yeah, they made that like a central thing, as if once again the Tor hasn't been in the game for like a year or two. We're forgetting the Tor exists again.
Yeah, extra modules, Centaur, York. Did the time get it? That annoying as vegan?
No.
No.
We update the Strela.
I'm
pretty sure it was already updated though.
I think majority of these AAs are already fully modded.
Yeah.
That's the funny part, right? Like these guys were like the priority to have the expanded models.
Oh no, the Strela doesn't. It's not as updated as that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a new Strela model. Nice. Should we do a full day of M44 spading? Or full week,
you
I should say?
I would say that you're probably gonna do more than a half, 75%.
How many did they say there were?
Like 4 or something. America, France, Italy, Japan, I think it was as well.
Yeah, Japan.
Germany.
Germany. As well. So like more than half the tech trees.
Yeah.
Did Israel use the M44?
Apparently not, because if not, they would have gotten it. Man, like those guys just can't catch a break. It would fuck them up, right? Because it would be a 4-0 vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd run it with the mighty TCM.
Like in that dreadful live stream.
You can run it by itself.
Oh yeah, you can run it with a plane. Whatever, man.
Sometimes it's best not to speak.
Yeah.
I think this thing will be fun. I just don't know if it'll be fun after spading it for the 5th time.
But look at that, it has upgraded models. For the Italian one in the trailer, it was pretty funny because they still have those old-ass World War II models. Yeah, with like the great coats and everything. Like, goddamn, man.
I'll be once again advocating for some kind of addition to the game, so after you've spaded like the 3rd one of these, you get a bonus at spading the other ones.
I think it would be a pretty good idea.
Those M109s taught me that it does actually get boring playing the same stuff over and over again.
And that's also saying that they're pretty decent vehicles, right? It's not like they're just trash vehicles, but if you play them like one after the other in a row, like, yeah, I don't think that's the best idea.
Yeah, they're the best SPHs that were added in like the last year, apart from maybe the VDAR.
Короче, много кому достанется эта прекрасная машина.
Да. Всем любителям больших калибров на низком ранге освещается.
Yeah, whoever made this model, big ups. It looks beautiful. The M44. Really beautiful model.
Yeah, it was pretty funny that for this one they increased the amount of ammo from like 20 to 60.
Yeah.
So it's quite the difference.
It's not exactly like a huge change in size of it either. But like,
yeah.
So what? Where did they find the extra space, or did they just decide the other one didn't need the space?
I
Like,
guess
I don't
they
know.
just reallocated the ammo racks or something like that.
Yeah, because it's still all auto-loaded, like in the center.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird.
Но при этом из плюсов
I thought this one would have a 2-man turret and not a 1-man. So this will still have the same survivability as the standard HSTVL.
It's technology that it's hard to comprehend.
Но чуть хуже динамика, вот. Но чуть больше боекомплект, лучше огневые возможности. В остальном, по возможностям оптики, снарядов и тому подобное, эти машины аналогичные. Давайте покажем, как ездит.
I always forget how long the gun is on the HSTVL. It's just such a wonky vehicle. I'm so sad that stuff like this never made it like in service. It seems so cool.
Times change, man. They say the war is over. And you're here.
Там, где уже довольно много динамичных танков, даже средних, условно говоря.
War is over. We can sing Christmas songs now. It's fantastic.
Yeah. People in the East are very peaceful.
Сравнимо с леопардами и тому подобное по динамике. Может быть, чуть-чуть, если уступает, то чуть-чуть. Но зато маленькие размеры, автоматическая пушка. Ну, все плюсы и минусы.
It's slower too? Yeah, it is.
Автомат сопровождения цели, насколько я помню.
It gets more ammo, but it's slower. It should be in the tech tree, is basically the main point of this. This should not be a premium video.
Oh, but it is. I like his allocation. I like his custom site allocation.
Yeah, it's nice. Basically the American one though, isn't it? Like the
it's the Leopard
Abrams.
gun sight. It's the Leopard, yeah, but no, I like the way that he put the range and everything.
Well, as we know, BVD is a very good player since he plays Ground RB, Air RB, and Naval AB, which are the Chad game modes.
Well, yeah, man. Maybe you have the chance to meet him when the update drops playing the Nelson. Well, trust me.
Maybe.
Go play Naval.
Oh yeah, the winter event will be coming, won't it? We'll be navaling it up. Gotta spade the Mogador.
It's gonna be points as well, right? It's gonna be like a classic setup, but it's still points. Okay, so I'm gonna be able to.
It'll be fine.
The plane. The Colombian Kafir. Te got you ready for the Colombian Kafir?
I am. I love my old platforms with new weapons. Never cause any issues in War Thunder ever.
Just the other day, I was reading that the Colombians are thinking of buying some F-16s, right? And the Americans want to donate some for them.
Yeah.
Because the Kafir fleet has been grounded for years because they're just so dangerous to the pilots that they just decide not to fly them.
Really?
Yeah, they're in such a state of disuse that they just can't fly them. They say that they're dangerous.
Like they can't repair them? Or like
I don't know. I guess not. I guess
just
not.
don't have the knowledge to repair them?
Yeah, maybe the Israelis kept it for themselves.
Why? Wild. Can't even donate one engine.
Yeah, like in like 20 years, more than 20 years of service, they couldn't train like just they could like set up an infrastructure around them.
It reminds me of the Argentinian ones where like all their planes are grounded because they can't use the ejection seats.
Yeah, because it was a British ejection seat, man. It was all part of the plan. Yeah.
The war isn't over. Oh god. SU-33 gets Fox 3s right? Nope. It gets 1s and 2s. Wait. Yeah, 1s and 2s. It gets IRs and semi-actives.
I wouldn't be surprised that if people whine enough, they're gonna give it those R77s.
I don't think it can carry them. Like that's the thing.
Oh, like at all?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because the SM, the SU-27 SM is like from early 2000s, right?
Yeah, it's like later than this one.
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure the SU-34, well, that one is also like mid-2000s.
Well, that one is from 2014, if memory serves me right.
It's crazy.
The 34.
Imagine having a plane from 2014 that is supposed to be like your ultra best vehicle attacker, and it's worse than the F-15A.
Yeah, vehicle from the 90s.
Yeah, that's
just don't get it, do you, Dick?
Insane how far ahead America is.
СПО как раз. И ну, в реальности этот еще монитор, этот экран используется для принятия целеуказания для атаки наземных целей.
Does anybody know what weaponry the Kuznetsov has? Just wondering. I'm guessing like CIWSs and missiles and stuff like that.
Well, like the carrier?
Yeah.
It probably has that, right? I don't think it's gonna have like cannons or whatever.
Oh, can BVD take off? Nice, BVD. He's learned. We're in the future.
Большой самолет, конечно.
So that thing is just bugged that it doesn't have a catapult?
No, I don't. I just don't think it does because so
it doesn't have a catapult.
British carriers, a lot of them had like the similar thing where they have like the loop at the end of them, and the idea is it kind of like chucks you into the air. They don't need the same thing that the American carriers have.
Man, that's pretty crazy. I thought it was more of a widespread thing, like it was like the general rule.
Well, imagine the forces, right? Imagine if like it ejects you into that, then the amount of pressure that's going to be on those wheels is going to like jump you upwards. It might
like
just crash into
ramp,
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I see what you mean. They would need to do it flat if that's the case.
It uses tall missiles and granites. That sounds pretty fun. It also has an anti-submarine rocket or a mortar launcher. That's pretty fun. Get the mortar launcher rolling.
Меня просит и просит. Курьер, видимо. Так. Да, вот видно. Индикация.
Oh boy, that looks complicated.
То есть вот на нас цель летит. Должна быть ее высота цели. Так, где у нас высота цели сейчас? Движение. Еще, кстати, если не будет работать радар, должна тоже быть индикация о том, что цель излучает.
I need to like sit down and have a look at all these HUDs and work out how they all work. That just looks insane to me. Like I can't even tell what any of that is.
Well, the one that is really useful is the head-mounted display, right?
Yeah, so you can move it about.
Если тебе нужно ответить на что-то, мы можем прерваться на минутку. Я пока анекдоты порассказываю.
Да, ну давайте попробуем прерваться. Потом уже...
Do you think they're running RTX?
Слава
I have no idea, man. I'm completely... It's like that technology is like a bit far away from me. So I have no idea.
He's on the phone!
He's
a busy man.
The
like
president's calling.
A friend from Syria is calling. Just a second. He arrived recently. He arrived recently to the country.
I'm trying to buy the Su-7 PKL. It will not allow me.
Need more weapons.
Need more weapons.
Need more bullets.
God
damn.
Or like show some beagles in the meanwhile, right? Like why just keep the loading screen? I think we have gone through like 2 nations, 3.
Yeah.
Sweden, France, and Russia.
This one's definitely been a bit more scuffed this time.
That it's dead. I think they're generally just busy with something else.
Yeah. There was, so I saw a comment earlier, and I don't know if it's true or not, but it just seemed a bit weird. It was saying how like Sony and Microsoft are knocking off early next week for Christmas, so therefore Gaijin has to get this shit out as quick as possible, because otherwise they won't be able to update console stuff. But I have no idea if that's true or not, but it sounded at least plausible.
I mean, it makes sense because of course it's the time, right? Like it's
exactly,
end of the year holidays. But like I don't know how.
Well, and also Christmas
is really check, right?
Well, Christmas is also on a weird day this year. It's on like Wednesday or something.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, look at that air brake. Straight in the head. Oh dear. Well, BUD landings once again. That's true, Northern Night, but it's more, for me, I see it more as the date. Like, the fact it comes out on a Wednesday, so therefore most people aren't working Saturday, Sunday, Monday anyway, right? So that's 21st, 22nd, 23rd. So if you want a week off from Christmas, you literally leave on the 18th. So, yeah. They could easily knock off on Monday next week. But I do agree, it seems plausible, but I don't think it is true.
So the Germans and the Italians call this thing the Eurofighter 2000, and only the British call it the Typhoon? I thought everybody just called it the Typhoon. Like that one was the full name.
Everybody has their own names for it.
Yeah, man.
But the colloquial one is like Eurofighter.
That's the one that is like the most. It's so like simpleton.
I know, yeah. It's like very communist.
It is what it is.
It's very collectivist.
Eurofighter радар уже более-менее настроен. Правда, радар здесь несколько более простой. То есть это еще пока не фазированная антенна решетка и не активная. Здесь щелевая антенна решетка с механическим сканированием, то есть не очень такое быстрое сканирование, но
I'm just kind of, the main one is, I'm just very surprised about the premium Panzer Haubitz for the Hungarians.
Man, if the thing is good, it probably would be a good purchase, because you would have like a proper... The Italians only have like one Sense Beagle, if I remember correctly, so you have at least 2 of them. It's a semblance of a lineup.
M47?
M47, 105, yeah.
Ну вот такой вот у меня вариант универсальный. Есть и...
I was really hoping it would have been in the tech tree, or it makes sense. It's pretty funny that they went for the Hungarian one as well, like not the proper Italian one, since they already used them.
My guess is that will go to the tree, right?
I don't think they would bother putting 2 of them, because they would be exactly the same, right? I don't think they have any kind of difference.
But maybe that's why they've done a premium. Then like later on they'll just add the standard one without the camera.
So you can have like 2 of them just for the sake of it. No, it would be the ideal case, right? It would be the ideal case.
And it's not as if
the
like,
Dutch one.
I don't think there's anything that Italy can get in that bracket for SPAs. But sorry, SPHs, which isn't the Panzer Haubitz. I don't think they built anything.
I don't think so. There's some of those like prototypes artilleries that you hear.
I remember there's an OF-40 they built that was an SPH.
Yeah,
I can't remember its name.
it was something with P, the Palmer.
Yeah,
Palmer,
Palma or something like.
Yeah, the Palma. That one was a system that they exported around, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it had like the same capabilities or something like that.
Сейчас загрузится карта, и мы ее покажем. Там все возможности.
Скажи, когда будет.
Like they built Paladins, like that was their main artillery. Like
Yeah.
that Palma thing or whatever they never
Я понял.
never entered service.
Можно показывать уже.
Really tried to get use out of that OF-40 platform.
Чуть-чуть взлечу.
It didn't really work out. Like who
Yeah.
were the only ones that bought it? I think it was like the
Переключим радар сразу в большую дальность.
United Arab Emirates or something like that.
Очень резко
In a
залетает.
limited quantity.
Вообще один из рекордсменов по скороподъемности и по скорости.
Such a great vehicle.
На
I don't know.
сверхзвуке
Just
без форсажа.
slender, sleek, simple.
На Мах 1, 2, 1, 3.
There's a bunch of these planes that had like a similar layout, like the Delta Wing with the
Triangle.
canards.
Что можно
Yeah,
сделать?
triangle.
Вот если
Like the
посмотреть
J10,
еще,
even the Vegan if you want to go back.
включение,
Yeah.
там
The Lavi,
карты. Ну, тут
the
уже
best
не
plane.
No, I mean-
Best planer. It was so good that nobody cared about it.
скроллить.
yeah, the Eurofighter was obviously based off the Lavi.
Yeah, everybody with this setup was based by the Lavi. Even if you
Yeah.
had planes before it that had the same layout.
Давайте переставим ее отсюда вот на эту цель. Поставим. Ну, соответственно, вот точка поставлена. То есть раньше можно было ее только
Always brimstoning.
до 20 километров ставить, но вот сейчас нужно
I'm brimstoning.
механически поставить ее и на другом расстоянии. Соответственно, это и в наземных боях.
It's weird to me how they're talking about it's like ground ordnance, like they did on the English stream too. Like,
Соответственно, видите,
surely
что
the
обстановка
reason you play this is for the air superiority part. Like,
союзникам нужна
the ground ordnance is nice and all, but it's not the main reason you play this.
Вот.
Yes, I guess that with all of the leak lists that we're going through, everybody thought that we were gonna get like the pure air-to-air variant, but
Yeah, the
they
trenches.
decided to include this, yeah, like the first trench, but they included this ones with all of the like the rangely powerful ordnance. So
Прошло, и правда.
you have the whole package, the whole package.
Атаковать, пробовать.
Would have been better if they just added the air-to-air ones and then just reduced their spawn costs and ground.
Интересная
So
цена для всех союзников.
people have like something.
Yeah,
that
look
they
at
can
that
do.
one. You can set like your impact point in the map. Did you see that one?
Yeah, that's really bad.
Для нашего оружия, да, пока
That's really, really bad.
ну,
Because
с
most
самолётов точку интереса на всех союзников
right,
очень
most targets in Ground RB and Sim
вопрос,
and Air AB and all no, sorry, not Ground RB, Air AB, they're stationary
как
targets,
союзник поставить, и вы можете
so they
Yeah.
don't move.
целью интереса поставить.
So if you're able to do shit like that, you are
Давайте покажем.
you're just gonna make the game so easy for people to play.
Oh, it's what people were doing with like GBU 39 and all of those glide bombs, right? You
Yeah.
can just like set them up and they're
Yeah,
gonna hit
literally
eventually.
select target point, bang, 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 bang.
Мы покажем,
Mhm.
соответственно,
There's no difference here.
Like Nocturnal the other day was mentioning when he was grinding that A10 that has those glide bombs that
что видно.
he got killed, and after he got killed, he started to get like chin 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 because he dropped all of those GBUs
Oh,
and they were just dropping after he
it's
died.
hitting everything.
Больше раза. Цели. И вот, значит, что умеет показывать Илс Тайфун? Показывает, каким образом он показывает вражеские
Automated
цели,
systems,
опознанные
not a fan.
дружеские цели. Если есть вектор скорости, показывает вот, сближение, удаление. Выбранное оружие показывает. Ой, извините. Так, давайте выберем оружие по воздуху. Наведем какую-нибудь цель. Вот так показывается атакованная цель. Монитор ракета. Вот так. Вот видите, это обстреливаемая цель, по которой мы сейчас атакуем. И сейчас покажу, как показывают свои цели.
Yeah, it basically means that you don't have to visually see where you're shooting it.
Mm.
And that was basically the limiting factor for these things. That just,
Свои
yeah,
цели показывают
really worries me.
кружками. Как говорится, смотри, не перепутай.
That's a lot of countermeasures. What, 192?
Очень быстро
I mean, it's a good amount, but just have a look at the gripping. Like, it's, What's that got, like 800 or something?
Something like that, yeah. So it has those ball pods, right? When I was playing the Harry GR7, the other day, I carried 350 flares and 350 chaff.
Crazy. Yeah, exactly, Dog, yeah. Yeah, Dog said, so didn't they just come out with a Q&A saying that CAS was harder to balance, and they just added a new map feature making them better? Yep, exactly.
I'm
Wild.
body lacing. Yeah, I'm body lacing.
Ridiculous.
No, man, but you got like some new AAs. We need more data, man. We need more data.
Почему точка сбивается? Потому что сейчас записан сенсор от других тайфунов, у которых оптика спереди стоит. И у самолета сейчас две смотрит.
It's a pretty complex issue, but the first thing is just going for the simple solutions, right? Here's what you have always said. Just increase the spawn cost.
Yep.
Just limit the amount of them. Just make them take off from the airfield instead of in the air.
I would like somebody from Gaijin give me the counter argument. Because
kinda, yeah.
I would
like
just like
what's
to
really...
know why they're not doing it.
So they must be aware, right? They must be aware. There's no way that they're not. So they're not doing it because there is a discussion. They must have that their own position, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Поэтому она сбивается, она в крайнем положении. Точка интереса уходит. Ну, это мы исправим. Так, что, ветки покажем, да, где находится. Заодно сейчас покажем не только ветки, покажем остальные версии.
Just give me the S500.
You won't stop them, most likely.
Yeah, the problem, right, imagine you spawn, and then your allies have already lasered a target on the ground before you spawn. So you just spawn and chuck. There you go. Fun.
Your stationary target, that well, he has to just like try to even first look at the target and lock on him. You can already have munitions coming your way.
Yeah. Like already, like in that Caspocalypse video, I showed how like stuff like the SU-34 and SU-25 and all that shit spawned, fired within 2 seconds.
And with Fire and Forget weaponry, it's already done. You can just go back.
So now, even with this system, as long as you have the energy for the vehicle, which, you know, all these vehicles have since they spawn at like Mach, basically, then you can just fire instantaneously. And remember, those bombs, the new Rafale ones, those ones follow the laser. So you could technically update it in flight from the ground.
Yeah, because they combine the capabilities.
Yeah.
If they don't have the laser, they have the GPS.
It's nuts.
So you need to limit the emitter, man. Like, you don't need to blame it on the victim. You need to put it on the other side.
Why are we looking at the Royval? Does it have a new cockpit?
They probably have like it wasn't like he didn't show the Royval at the start.
Oh, the HMD. The HMD.
So, I see.
Pretty cool.
Some kind of South African technology.
Only the German Typhoon was ready, Senpai. They didn't show the other two.
No, they showed them, but didn't really went into them. Huh? Like, there you go, Typhoon GR4, FGR4.
Oh yeah, but were they on the other stream?
No, in the English one they weren't.
Yeah, so yeah, they're only here.
The Italian one was called F2000A, and the British one Typhoon FGR4, but they haven't gone into their weaponry and whatnot.
The Rodney coming for you. I'm a big fan. Yeah, the walrus sat on the turret. Imagine firing and just the vibrations of that shit, man. There's also a little like 20mm gunner on that central turret too, though. What does FGR stand for? I can't remember.
ITER Ground Attack Recon.
Oh, there you go. So everything.
Yeah.
Look at those wonderful little turrets on the side. Love me some refits. The turrets are surprisingly fast. Are they in arcade?
I didn't realize.
They're really fast for battleship turrets. Are you prepared for a few days of M44 spading? We're gonna have an M44 spade week. We're gonna get them all done.
If anything, spade 2 of them, and then you spade something else, and then you spade 2 of them. That's fine.
Does Britain have a 7-turret battleship? Sell it to Brazil? I don't know. No idea.
Сейчас будет БМД. Сейчас все, не переживайте. Бахнем еще разочек.
I love it how BVD can't wait for the reload on the battleships. Showing why it's
I think he has to
painful.
restart the entire thing.
Why it's painful playing these things.
Whoa.
Very cinematic though. Very cool. Big fan.
Такой вот утюг. Что, БМД покажем?
Да. Время БМД пришло.
БМД 4М. Премиумный вариант. У нас уже была в одном из событий ивентов.
It's the thick boy BMD.
Это модифицированная версия. Ну, отличается в основном тем, что здесь использована другая.
I think in general this update's fine. Like I don't see anything bad about it.
It's got a lot of content in.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. For a December update, it's not bad. Usually these December updates are a lot smaller.
Обычная легкая БМД 4. Либо можно поставить. Защищает в основном от осколков, от автоматических...
Oh, but they're not tech.
углами. Но при этом защищено только вот корпус башни не защищена. От крупнокалиберных пулеметов. Ну, добавляет веса, поэтому выбирайте, что вам
No, I don't think it will.
важнее, что нужнее.
It'll be added next year. Think people expect something bigger and better, like Apex Predators or Superiority. Yeah, but like with Apex Predators, right? Let's have a look at it. Like, what did they actually add there?
Well, like the what was it? The MiG-29, the Tornado, and the F-16. Like this one is on the pretty much a similar level. It's just that that new one just added that new generation of vehicles, that new power level. This one just kind of keeping up with it.
Yeah.
I think people have just grown to be entitled brats. That's what's going on.
Oh my god, why did they change the wiki? Yeah, like last December, they added what, like all of the rank 8 tanks, but let's be honest, they were just the other tanks with extra ERA. And then, what else?
Yeah, well, like everything counts. Like everything
the SU-27, F-15, the Gripen.
Что-то не так. Слишком быстрое. Но, кажется, Варбана все равно тоже довольно шустрая. Посмотрим.
Yeah, they gotta now bring in a system for the copy paste stuff. They gotta at least address it now.
I think your idea would work pretty well. That one that they only give you like a little bonus.
Yeah,
if you
just
played some of them before.
Yeah, just like, you know, when modification research bonus like 3%, 5%, and then if you do that one, then it becomes 7. Like it's really not. It doesn't have to be something big. It just has to be like, hey, we see that.
Just a little extra.
Yeah, like we see that this is an issue.
It would also give more value to spading for you guys that like to spade all of this stuff.
Exactly. This one looks so much more fat than the other one. Just to that slight bit of additional armor.
It only has like a bit of side.
Just looks so much more fat. Yeah, so the BMD-4M, if you don't know what it is, it has an upgraded engine and it has a little bit extra armor. But the main reason why they built this is so they could have more commonality with parts with the BMP-3. Because it turns out commonality is super important, especially when you get blown up quite a lot. Because you need to obviously repair things, it makes production lines easier, all of those things. So that was the main reason why they did it.
That's why the transmission is from the VMP3, right?
Yeah.
That's why it lost a lot of reverse.
So what's the difference between the premium AV8S and the standard tech tree one?
The late one has M9Ls.
M9Ls. It's 11.
Yeah, it has M9Ls. That's why it's more like the Sea Harrier. Well, the Sea Harrier got lower than VR, but you know.
Alpha Jet.
This one, it's gonna be so weird.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We will have to see. I am worried. So if you want to get the F-16AJ, this is the time to do it. Actually, is that even in that line right now? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna use that one, man. It's pretty weird. I thought they were gonna use the AJ line to put the other F-16 and the Gripen in there. I thought they were gonna mix up the lines a bit more. Weird.
Yeah, we were saying yesterday there was only one rank 7 jet for Japan.
For Japan, yeah.
Now there's 5. Then an update. Crazy. Good old grip on. Nice to see. Looks beautiful. It is a look of the Gripen. Very nice. Big fan.
It is nice looking. But sadly, all of these different nations, they just didn't paint them, man.
Yeah.
They just didn't paint them.
Just went with bog standard boring.
Gray. This one has some rounders and whatnot, but
Современная немецкая самоходная гаубица, панцергаубица 2000, 6-дюймовая.
What's the targeting speed? It's 19.2 degrees.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it was an assisted loader. I thought it was a full auto loader.
Самоходные гаубицы, тут уж ничего не поделаешь, нужно много снарядов возить, много пороха.
It's gonna help you with the reload.
Понятно, защита в основном противопульная, противоосколочная. Единственное, что на крыше есть такие вот элементы защиты, игольчатые такие панели, которые помогают от мелкокалиберных кумулятивных боеприпасов, от падающих сверху. Но у нас в игре такие боеприпасы не распространены и не представлены, поэтому больше...
They haven't done any pre-order packs yet, have they?
I don't think so.
А еще модификации покажем.
Because you've got the RDF and then the BMD, right? And then there's that German destroyer as well. They decided to add that in.
Maybe they launch one right now. Let's see.
That would be a bit rude.
So you know they usually do some expanded depth blocks after these depth streams happen.
True.
A Squadron Beagle. Oh, well, listen to this. This is better than any pre-order. The Hudson Mark V is temporarily available on the anniversary of its first flight.
Yeah, I saw that. Slightly overshadowed, the Hudson, unfortunately. Just like it is in game. You know, maybe it's a meta commentary on his place in the game.
Leave him alone, Tech. At least those Beagles are coming back instead of being like just some esoteric machine that you're never gonna be able to get your hands on.
True.
He's using the Leclerc. The Leclerc, like, custom save for it.
Just what chassis is this? Is it the Leopard chassis or what? No, it's got way too many road wheels. Is this like a
Marder?
Is it a Marder chassis?
Or is it its own thing?
It looks like an elongated Marder one. Like
it looks like a Marder, yeah, from the front and whatnot.
Oh, weird.
Well, it makes sense, right? Like they had a lot of those things. Yeah, but it looks kinda new. Pretty good transmission and speed. Well, it was an arcade, I guess. So.
It's completely new, is it? It looks very Mardery. I don't know. Now
BDD hasn't completed the pace of history as well.
Neither have I. I'm lacking.
Oh, wow.
накидки и с немного другими панелями.
Got like extra roof armor or something?
Has the cam on it, man. The cam on it.
Yeah, so far these vehicles don't have the AP or anything like that. It's just more HE slingers. Just doing the classic.
And after playing with that PLC 05, the
Они
you used
делаются,
HE.
пока
I only used
готовых
HE.
в том виде, в
Like all
котором
of those
они
sap
готовы
rounds and
на
whatever, like
пока
they're just
что нет, но в
Has it been good?
a bit meaningless.
Have you been enjoying
не
it?
успеем. Не могу
The
сказать,
PLC 05, yeah, it was pretty good. You only need the laser.
но в планах
You need the laser to get the drop on people.
что у нас
Так,
еще
у нас
такого интересного?
стрела, мы ее, по-моему, не показали.
Да, стрела.
I do enjoy it how Russians say Strela.
э,
Strela!
систем.
And
Добавляется она
Very lovely.
в ветку SR, потому что он там уже...
they have the decals placed on the same area. They're like just a slightly different green. Like it's just like, okay, we need to put AAs into these things.
Yeah,
we need to put
literally.
AA into his nature.
Which AA does everybody like using? The Strela. Okay. Send it.
Even now there's a choice, right? Like, do you want the IR with photo contrast or do you want the SACLOS, the
Yeah.
OSA?
Yeah, it is. It's good to have choice.
РДФ у нас тут не показали.
Ну, это прем, поэтому...
Like I'll never be
Прям поездили на нем, да.
I'll never be annoyed at
Намер.
Намер, так.
at more choices, especially for AAs.
Из особенностей, может быть, что-то забыл?
Oh, but you will.
Так, давайте покажем на примере Су-27, покажем СПО. Оно теперь умеет определять направление на угрозу.
Do you hear that in the microphone? Let me mute
No.
it. Oh, okay. So there's some like whistle outside. It's like the trumpets of the apocalypse. What is that?
Oh, I thought you meant the animal. Like you were just hearing like
No,
a
no.
little weasel.
В центре СПО мигает.
No, it's like a whistle, like some kind of...
Угроза ниже
Yeah,
расположена.
like, oh, no.
Вот в кабине у нас
Are we really back to this?
индикатор, который за это отвечал. Здесь. Вот,
Come on.
They really like their head-mounted displays, man. Helmet.
здесь он теперь тоже отображается.
I would love to see a video from them about how like they make the stuff. Like I feel like we don't see a lot of videos about what do you call it? Like we don't see a lot of videos on the inner workings of how this stuff works. There's probably a reason. It would just be cool.
Но уже башенная, то есть там была такая компоновка с оружием, а тут уже башенка, но она с казом.
Yes, I think they keep most of their production processes under lock and key. They're pretty protective.
Как бы из плюсов то, что на ней и пусковые ракеты.
Gonna have to get a mole.
Yeah, there's plenty of them going around. Apparently.
Смотрю, по боеприпасам самое возьмем.
Is this one Tricon? Trisken? Trisken? Because it has like an S before the R. Trisken?
Сколько полковых очков Су-33 стоит?
Сейчас не уверен, что я смогу посмотреть, поскольку я уже приобрел. Но вы можете посмотреть по аналогам полковых машин, которые на похожем бэре расположены. Вот, отбили. Хватит такой дальности для спайка. Да, хватит. Сейчас я посмотрю.
Yeah, when the dev server is up, guys, don't worry. Keep going.
We'll be taking a proper look at the vehicles.
Да, видимо,
Plus some of the other ones that are sat in the files, probably the winter ones.
And they're gonna launch the changelog, right? That's the one I'm most
Yeah.
interested in.
Сейчас, подождите, возможно, я смогу посмотреть в полку.
Maybe you can do your very own Su-27 showcase. What do you say?
Посмотреть мой полк.
Gonna go all in on the M40.
Shit, man.
Исследованные тоже не показывается, к сожалению. Ну вот смотрите, у нас есть
Man, there is some. Like when they show it that way, there is a bunch of squadron vehicles.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, there is quite a bunch of them now.
They have to be working on some kind of new system to research them.
Hopefully they do. Like ideally, it would be like a combined.
Yeah.
A combined system, right? That you're able to just grind a part of them, and then the other one is grinded by the squadron.
Because it makes no sense. The adding so many in such a short period of time. Like, I mean, I've been getting 20k each time, right? And yeah. In the time period they've added all of these, I've been able to research one of them.
Yeah, I got the RCVP like a week ago or so.
Yeah. So I don't really know what the plan is.
I think it is exactly that. That they just it's like a slow burn content, right? That you get one of them every month or couple of months, and then you play it. Like some people are so effective at grinding machines that they just want to like time them out of it.
There was also the period where we did have a long time without any squadron vehicles, so maybe they're trying to make sure that doesn't happen for people again.
Yeah, like a longer lifespan.
Yeah. Oh, we're also going to do an in-depth analysis on the HMS Rodney. Forward to that.
You can compare it a back-to-back comparison with the Gasolinier.
Good.
Панцергаубиц. Вот в этой. И в какой ветке кто?
133.
Это...
A lot of this is copy paste though. In terms of the there's a ton of Stralas, there's a ton of M44s. Like I don't know, there is a lot of very similar vehicles across the board in this update. 3 Eurofighters.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still extra stuff, right? That's why I don't have an issue with copy paste. You know my take on all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like the ideal case would be if they introduce a system like the one you mentioned, that they just give you a little bonus when you're spading them, but overall, even more so for minor nations, they need all of the equipment that they can get their hands on, man. Like, I'm tired of playing with, like, no lineups or barely any lineups.
I'm just worried in the future when they said they're gonna work on even more nations, then they're just gonna come in and it's just gonna be literally everything we've seen before.
That's what all of they can offer, man. Like, that's just reality. Like, it really is that way. Like, a lot of the time people take it as it is some kind of like offense or something, but that's just, if anything, it's better for them because they get their share in the game and you can use it alongside some other equipment. You just like the copy paste stuff and the unique stuff in one sector.
I just wish it was different, man.
Every country on Earth can be spending a lot of their money on soldiers, man. They have to build countries, not armies.
Why not both?
Shit, man. Well,
you build the country,
you can afford it.
I will invade you.